Yo, what's good? We're back with the agency. I'm out here. Yours truly. And I got Pump on the mic. He might be a little chill. He's just chilling right now. Well, he's here in case he wants to put in a little input. But yeah, we're back. Week 12. Got in the battle. We're going against Booney. Right now, I can't see it on the sheet, even though I was just looking at it. I was literally just looking at going against Booney. So last week we were talking about getting Iron Thorns and Sand Slash, all that. Transaction is closed actually last Sunday, so we had to sign someone before 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. CST time. And I know we were talking about getting rid of Archazol. I think that was a must because Archazol is heavily reliant on Hail, and Hail is not really a good format to run in this type of draft league. You really need the mons crafted around it if you're gonna run a Hail team. And I just felt like Abomasnow is just too slow of a setter. If I had Ninetales, Alola, maybe I would have kept it, but just too slow. So ended up getting rid of Artizolt. We was trying out Sandslash, aka Sonic, Blue Bugatti look like Sonic. Yup. We was trying him out. Look kinda clean. His design was really carrying me, I'm not gonna lie, but when it came to practical use, he had good tools. He had knockoff, he had coverage with Earthquake, he had rapid spin, he had spikes. But when it comes to practicality, he was awful. Like I couldn't pick that up. So it really came down to two mons. Iron Thorns, who I said I was talking about, I was gassing him up a lot. He was doing his job for me. He was being another sweeper, just threat potential. And then Mega Beedrill, someone I didn't really test out until later, but Mega Beedrill obviously he's got some niches. Being another poison type is really good for the team, and something our team lacked was speed control. So as you can see, I ended up going with Mega Beedrill for a couple of options. One, Iron Thorns is heavily reliant on being the Terra captain. Like I said before in the previous video, I don't really be using my Terra captain or my terrestrialization that often. I only use it when I need it. I don't build a game plan around it. But Iron Thorns is heavily reliant on terrestrialization because Earthquake is probably one of the most commonly spammed moves in the game. And it's also a really good move. 100 accuracy with no drawback. Hard hitting ground move. And Iron Thorns is 4 times weak to ground. So that's an instant death every single time. So you're either forced to run Air Balloon or you're forced to terrestrialize into something else. And sometimes you're gonna need that terrestrialization on another mod. So I don't want Iron Thorns to be heavily reliant on that. So that in itself is a negative aspect. In terms of breaking ability, having another electric type is kind of clean because there's obviously going to be these bulky waters that you're going to need to break through, and Iron Thorns is kind of unique of its physical typing, rock and electric. But unfortunately, a wild charge, whenever you use that move, you're taking recoil. So that if that's his best electric move, or he has Supercell Slam, but if you miss that, you lose like half your health. So I'm not sure that's worth it. So I wasn't really sure about Iron Thorns. I was like, he had some good games for me, but most of all, he's a fake, bro. And a fake Tyranitar, you can't go back in the real ones, bro. Once a fake, it might always be a fake. Some of the fakes are good though. So we ended up going with Mega Beedrill because he added a lot to our speeds here. Overall, the whole season, our team was not really a fast one. Our fastest guy being Starmie before the addition of Mega Beedrill. And Starmie was running like a 115 base stat total speed. And even 115 is not fast in this metagame. We got people averaging 135s, 150s. So I figured, why not get some speed control? Mega Beedrill might not be able to take a hit most of the times, but him having that speed and a really great ability called adaptability, personally I think it's probably one of the best abilities in the game by far. Definitely top 3. I would even put it at number 1. But instead of what adaptability does is whenever you use a move that's the same typing as the Pokemon, you usually get a stab type boost of 1.5. But adaptability, instead of 1.5, you're getting double that amount. So imagine like Surf is like a 90 powered base move, right? 1.5 times damage that if it's stab, you're gonna be getting back you're really gonna be hitting at like, see if my math's correct. All right, no, this is I forget that. If you got adaptability with move like 90 power surf, you're really gonna be hitting at 180. So that's kind of insane. Mega Beedrill, obviously, he's a hit and run tag type mon, but having that speed control is really, really helpful, especially that 145 speed is putting me above a lot of other mons that I normally wouldn't outspeed. So just having that coverage, just having that he doesn't even have to do a lot. It's just the fact that I got the speed control that's there. It makes it a scary option. So that being said, we're gonna go with Mega Beedrill. And yeah, we'll see how he goes. 3 megas, obviously, not the most ideal position, but luckily Garchomp can function really well off the mega. So it's really more like 2. But yeah, let's get back to the team analysis. We're going against Booty this week. Um, Obviously, like always, never underestimate our opponents, no matter what record they got. Um, I know I said earlier in the other video, I think week 11, all these next guys are in the top 10. Well, I kind of lied on that. I really didn't know. I was just assuming. But yeah, not all of them are top 10. Some of them are, but not all of them. But we're still gonna treat them like they are top 10. We gotta keep that same mentality, same focus. We can't let our guard off for any player because that's how they can take the best of us. So Booney's team involves Lucario Omega, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Latios, Cragonal, Comfey, Miltank, Typhlosion, Orbeetle, Pekarunt, Rotom Mo, Tasugiri, Cacturn, Hippowdon, Charjabug, and Pinchurch, and a lot of C's. But yeah. See, I'm gonna check. I like to check the teams. So he is from what region? What's his team from? All right, so he's running Terra Dark and Water. So right off the bat, you already know the Terra Water is for the Wellspring. Water Sword Wellspring. On switching, this Pokemon special defense is raised by 1 stage. Running the 110 speed, already a threat. Special defense is really good. 96. I mean, not really good, but it's good. So that's a threat in itself. And Ivy Cudgel, really strong move. So yeah, on top of that, the Wellspring Mass is already giving a 1 point times boost. Yeah. So, as a threat, Ogerpon Well, Lucario Mega. You know how crazy Lucario Mega goes. So, I like to look at his teammates, see who's been doing what in the team. So, it looks like he has some new recruits, Cacturn, Tatsugiri. Dropped Iron Valiant. Oh, you're crazy for that, bro. I would have kept that. I mean, Ogerpon is pretty good, though. So, Latios seems like to be the MVP leader so far. He's got the most KOs, most attacks, most tanks. Or not most of the tanks, but most KOs, a lot of attacks, a lot of tanks, a lot of assists. Honestly, when I think of Latios, I'm thinking of Choice Scarf. It's gonna be like Choice Scarf or like I don't know, that thing they've hold. It's like the soul something. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking of. Teams look pretty. His top 6 squad, they got a lot of offensive sets, and then below that they got people to support those offensive mons. So that's already good support in itself. I've watched some of his gameplay before. He seems to be pretty knowledgeable of the game. Even if his record doesn't really show that, like I said before, like you can't really be underestimating these guys because anyone can pop off. So that's why you always be on your guard. I think he plays a lot of setup just to help his offensive minds be in a position that they need to take advantage of the other team or sweep potentially. So really gotta be careful of the setup. Really gotta be careful of things that can help their offensive minds be in a better position to take us out. So really gotta plan well on the lineup overview for that. His other Terra is Terra Dark. I assume because he's got a lot of psychic types. Orbeetle, Pekarunt, Latios. So he probably wants Terra Dark to negate the ghost and dark things that he lose. Like the added super effective damage, he probably wants to negate that. That's what I did for my team. So good Terra choices on his part. But yeah, when I'm looking at his team overall, he's got a lot of good supporting pieces that can help his offensive mons cook. Pekka really good tank. Um, Toxic Chain, whatever joint is, Maleficent Chain. It's really good. He's got cannot put your guard down on any of these mons because one setup, one move could be reps, especially with that Lucario Mega and Ogerpon in the back. Hip out on great Stealth Rock user. Typhlosion also is a good mon, so he's got options. But yeah, that's pretty much his team overview. Wouldn't say he has the best chemistry, but with all the setups and stuff, he can take advantage of it to its fullest potential. So we're not gonna underestimate Booney at all. We gotta put on our A game. These last couple of matches coming up, we gotta finish strong. But yeah, that's Booty's team. Let's see what lineup I've made in the lineup overview. Yo, this is a lineup overview. Yeah, it's like a retake because apparently, like when I recorded it the first time, my thing was just like, bro, like it wasn't even recording for real. So that's kind of annoying. But we're back. It's a retake lineup overview. So the way I set this team up, yeah, I'm kind of loud. The way I set this team up, Nidoking last game, he did really good, proving that he has the capabilities to get like just do his job, get like 3 KOs. So I built this team centered around Nidoking, and he's the main sole offense of this team. I mean, we got other offense on the team, but he's the main offense. So we're running a Life 4 or Powered Sludge Wave because that's touching Booney's whole team for at least neutral damage. His main job is to take out the Pekka. So he's like the main job because like we're super effective on Pekka, and we also can like take his stab attacks and with ease, running Ice Beam for coverage in case he wants to switch out into like Latios or something, or Hippowdon, and then we got Sucker Punch for Latios or anything that outspeeds that gets out of control, like Ogre Punch or Choice Scarf Latios, stuff like that. Trailblaze Ogre Pond. Max speed always, just in case Pekka not running max speed, so we can outspeed it and get some KOs on it. I think our power one hit KOs, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, Nidoking is going to be the main role for this team. Hope to see some buckets. You're going to see in the video in a second what goes down. But yeah, that's Jimmy cooking. Next up we got is Latonka, obviously a starter. Latonka's been running it since day one. Lead seed, Toxic Air Slash, Bulldoze. Standard set, we're putting Bulldoze in there because we want to reduce the speed of his opponents. So Nidoking can just come in and do his job because his guys aren't bulky. Most of his offense is not bulky. They're mostly frail. So if you just get their speed down at least like once or twice, probably just once is enough. Nidoking can just come in and revenge kill or just get his KOs. So yeah, as you can see, like we're already like 2 mons in. You can see how Nidoking's the center of this team, how like everyone's there to just support him. So lefties obviously each pass recovery. You feel. Next up we got is Big Z, Discharge, Toxic, Ruse, Volt Switch. Toxic is specifically for the Hippowdon because I don't want to get walled with my 2 electric moves. Volt Switch is more for momentum. Ruse is just a great recovery move, and Discharge is my main attacking move. Obviously 30% chance to paralyze a Pokemon, so just getting his team down in speed can help Nidoking clean up in the late game. Discharge is also a really great move. It's only 10 power below Thunder, but you get a 20% increase and a chance to paralyze compared to Thunderbolt. So I just really like Discharge, bro. It just really becoming a clutch. As you can see, Zapdos EVs, kind of weird. I'm running a lot of his special attack so we can get a good amount of damage off, a little bit in speed investment so I can outspeed Pekka if in case he tries to step. HP so I can tank more hits from Ogerpon or Mega Lucario if he decides to bring that, and 100 defense because I want to be more defensive against Ogerpon because he doesn't really run special attack. Next up, we got someone I wasn't really expecting to bring, a Abomasnow, but I was looking for a check for Ogerpon, and Grass and Water is a really unique typing because if I brought Slower in, he could just use his Grass typing to cook him up. Water, it's just really hard to counter. So I just realized a Grass type just completely counters both of that. And Abomasnow, he's there. Plus, in the snow, he gets a 50% boost in his defense. So it's a really good check to Ogerpon, both his stabs at least. I mean, Ogerpon could bring like low kick or brick break, but even in the snow and even after Aurora Veil, that's not even gonna kill me in like 4 turns. I'm gonna take at least a good amount of those, and by like turn 2, Ogerpon will be dead, so he's not winning that ISO. Rocky Helmet is also to help bring chip to Ogerpon. The amount of times he keeps hitting me, he's taking that gradual chip. We got Ice Beam over Blizzard because Hippowdon has Sandstream, so if we ever have a little weather conflict, we'll still be able to hit with super effective damage compared to risking missing the Blizzard in the Sandstorms, only 70% accuracy. So also has like 8 PP. Ice Beam is a lot more, so I'd rather have that. Aurora, obviously, for the snow, can help our team get better defense, especially against strong hitters like Ogerpon and Mega Lucario. That would really help us a lot. Giga Drains for passive recovery and a good stab move and Earth Powers for coverage in case Mega Lucario tries to run in. But yeah, ice him on stems, bro. I'm running max defense, 8 special defense, and 248 HP just to maximize the amount of hits we can take from the Ogerpon. But yeah, just think of Abomasnow as the main check for Ogerpon in this game. Next up, we got a Starmie. I was really considering bringing in like Marowak or Enamorus, but I feel like Starmie has the best role here because he outspeeds his fastest Mon, which is Starmie outspeeds his fastest Mon without enhancements, which would be Mega Lucario, which is at 111 speed, I think, and I'm 115. So even if he choice scars Mega Latios, I mean, it's not my job to deal with Mega Latios. That's really Celesteela's and maybe partially Abomasnow and definitely Clefable. That's why you got a team. Like you got teammates that help deal. You got teammates that help deal with your weaknesses. So that's where the cohesion comes in. Running Rapid Spin, so we can just get rid of those sticky webs and rocks because Booney, I've seen in his past games, likes to run those type of hazards. Clear Amulet, so if we ever like fall onto the sticky webs, our speed won't be lowered because he's crucial to outspeed the rest of his team. In case things go south, we still got some speed control in our favor. Thunder Waves also to help with speed control, just paralyze some guys, lower their speed down, so if Starmie happens to die early, Nidoking can just come in and clean up what's already weakened. And then Psychic and Surf for both really good stabs. Surf mainly for the Hippowdon, and then Psychic for the Lucario. Alright, and the pack run if Nidoking needs some help. Max speed, max special attack, standard stuff. Lastly, we got Light Skin Gengar. We're running some new tech. Magic Coat. It has +4 priority and it bounces back any status moves. So if he tries to run sticky webs, we can use Magic Coat and bring the sticky webs back, or any toxics or stealth rocks that he tries to do. So I don't think he would really expect that. And I feel like a really good help for us. Max defense, max HP, because we want to maximize the amount of hits we could take from Ogerpon or Mega Lucario if we're ever stuck in an ISO with them, or any other physical attacking Mon that he decides to bring. Stealth Rocks is just a really good setup. Moonblast, really good move, stab. And then Wish is for gradual health support. I didn't know like what item I wanted to put on Clefable, so I just went with Citrus Berry because I figured like I might just need some help, just to get some health up when I need it. But yeah, I mean that's the main lineup overview. Pretty cohesive team, pretty more defensive team, but sometimes defense is the best offense. Just kidding. I don't think that's true, bro. But yeah, let's hop into the battle. All right, so we got the live battle here. Sorry about the other mic problems that we had. Just gonna hear nothing on the actual live replay. Kind of disappointing, but whatever. We got it here. We can do a little play-by-play. It's always good to have a different perspective on things. So here's the battle. Start off with Light Skin Gengar. Started with her tech. Typhlosion came in. I just stayed in because I just wanted free damage, just to lower his health so Eruption gets weaker. I stayed in also because I knew he's probably gonna run like some hazards and zip out on, so I ran a Magic Coat. Did not expect him to use it again though. Celesteela just a great check. Went for Toxic and Latios because that was the main tech. I was here mainly to check Latios, but as you can see, I got tricked. Did not expect that. I probably should start expecting it more, but I figured that Tonka could still do his thing, still just be a wall, and figure out what we could do from there. Powdon comes in, Sandstream back up, so he's doing his job. But Latonka, as you can see, Latonka walls and Powdon. I don't think Powdon will ever be a Latonka in ISO. So there's that. Latios dwindling down in health. I just stay in because I might as well just take it out. Tatsugiri probably comes in. Oh, he comes in probably just to rapid spin, most likely. I think he's his hazard removal. But yeah, okay. That Powder comes back in. I probably could have predicted that, but I didn't want to play too aggressive. Oh wait, I did. I didn't realize I toxic. But yeah, Latonka comes in. He's gonna slack off. He's playing good right now. He's just sticking to his principles. I double into Patty, expecting something else to come in, so I can just get a free rapid spin. And this is like a really good turn for us because we get rid of our rocks and we get rid of a giant threat. So, oh, we're up one. Augerman comes in. I decide to switch out into my check, Abomasnow. He doubles out into Hippowdon, expecting my check. Good play on his part. Got a little momentum going. And I decided to stay in and just throw off Ice Beam because in the 1v1, I don't think Hippowdon can really beat Abomasnow. You know, Miltank is kind of a funny mon because I didn't even know what to expect from Miltank. I usually don't play against this competitively, but I think it's just there to tank and recover. Stuff like that, I guess. Body press. Citrus Berry came in clutch a little bit. Just get some gradual health back without needing to wish. I go ahead and get my rocks back up just to keep that pressure. My magic coat, rock slide. But at this point, I'm like, I might as well just magic coat because he's taking damage from toxic. So we're not gonna let him get stealth rocks up, and we can probably outlast him when he's poisoning. So I wish up, he slacks off, and then I don't even know what I do here, bro. Oh, he went back into Miltank. I would go for the Moonblast because I figured he might go Tatsugiri, try to get rid of his rocks, but we got to keep that offensive pressure up. So I decided Moonblast again. Magico, just in case he wanted the Toxic, but he's playing kind of passive right now, so good on his part. I switch into Zap. Good check right there. He goes back into Powdon. Volt. Probably expecting him to stay in, but I should have figured he's going to go for the Tox. So I go back into Starmie, expecting his rocks to come up, and then I have a chance to rapid spin here. So I decided to let it go a little bit more offensive. Just put on the pressure. Get rid of the rocks. Return does a lot, but luckily I'm in a position where I can live. I think I put some HP investments. I'm not sure though. Kind of forget. But he must have expected me to use Surf again because that's Water and Dragon. So that would have resisted it 4 times. But I decided to stay in. Starmie just getting these kills, bro. He's going crazy. Starmie's like, yo, let me take over real quick. 3 kills back to back. I thought I was going to live that Sandstream, honestly. So now he's down to 2 mons. Starmie really did a number. He revealed that this dude got heavy duty boots, so I'm just going to try to reduce his health as much as possible just to weaken that eruption. Because at 100% health, that thing is doing a lot. Light Skin Gengar falls out. Zapdos comes in on taking hits, 47%. I'm going to hit him with a discharge, and I get the paralysis. Not sure if that paralysis mattered much since the eruption would be kind of low, but I assume he would have another fire type move on him. So he goes Source and answer Ogerpon. I use discharge again, paralyze, and I think that's GG. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, you guys gotta start using those moves that have 30% chance to do a status against you, because like those can be life and death in a battle. Like I usually run discharge or Thunderbolt solely because of moments like that. So, but yeah, that's the battle. That's the battle. Mew King surprisingly didn't come out and do anything. I don't know, bro. That's just how it goes with my teams. Like I build my teams in ways where I want a specific mon to do something, and then turn around something else just pops off. And like if it's gonna pop off, just gotta let it pop off. You know, can't stop someone's hype just because you want your other plan to work. But yeah, that's the battle. Shout out Booney. All praise to God always for the dub, and we're gonna keep it pushing. AGC out.